Welcome to Auto Car Service, the ultimate destination for car enthusiasts, DIY mechanics, and auto lovers. If you love cars and want to know more about their service, maintenance, and history, you are in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. In today's video, we are diving into one of the most legendary cars in India, the Maruti 800. This little hatchback wasn't just a car, it was a revolution on wheels. It put India on the global automobile map and became the first love of millions of car owners. From its launch in the 1980s to its discontinuation in 2014, the Maruti 800 remained a symbol of affordability, reliability, and nostalgia. But what if Marques Brownlee, one of the biggest tech YouTubers, reviewed the Maruti 800 in 2025? Let's imagine how he would break it down, discussing its design, features, performance, and legacy in his signature style. So, let's get started. Alright, picture this: Marques Brownlee standing next to a classic Maruti 800, dressed in his usual hoodie, ready to break down this car like he does with the latest smartphones. First up, the design. If you're looking at this car in 2025, you might think, wow, this thing is tiny. And yeah, compared to modern SUVs and EVs, it is. The Maruti 800 was never about size, it was about efficiency. The boxy design, simple lines, and compact body made it perfect for city driving. Now, Marques would probably point out that it lacks any aerodynamic enhancements, fancy LED lighting, or aggressive styling cues. But that's not what the 800 was about. This car was built for function over form. And in the 80s and 90s, this design was the definition of a modern hatchback in India. He might also mention how this car was built for affordability. No unnecessary curves, no premium materials, just a simple, practical design that got the job done. Step inside, and this is where Marques would probably chuckle, because in 2025, we are used to massive touchscreens, digital clusters, and eye-powered assistants. But in the Maruti 800, you get a broken bar, almost nothing. A simple dashboard, basic analog dials, a tiny steering wheel, and manual everything: windows, locks, even adjusting the side mirrors. Marques might compare it to using a classic Nokia phone in the era of foldable smartphones. No touchscreen, no power steering, no automatic climate control, just pure, unfiltered driving. But here's the thing: this simplicity made it incredibly reliable. No fancy electronics meant fewer things to break down, and for many people, this was all they needed: a steering wheel, 3 pedals, and a gear stick. Would Marques call it outdated? Probably. Would he appreciate its simplicity? Absolutely. Now, Marques is all about performance, and this is where things get interesting. The Maruti 800 came with a tiny 796cc, 3-cylinder engine producing around 37 horsepower. Yes, you heard that right, just 37 horsepower. In today's world of 500 horsepower electric cars, that's almost laughable. But Marques would likely highlight the weight. At just around 650 kilograms, this car was incredibly light, making it surprisingly zippy for city driving. It wasn't built for speed, it was built for efficiency. The manual transmission gave drivers full control, and in a world where automatics dominate, Marques might appreciate the old-school driving experience. There was something pure about driving a Maruti 800, and no electronic nannies, no artificial driving mods, just you, the car, and the road. Fuel efficiency was another big win. Back in the day, the Maruti 800 delivered around 18 to 20 km/L, which was a huge deal. Even in 2025, that's impressive for a petrol car. Marques would definitely point out that while it lacks power, it more than makes up for it with fuel economy. Now, Marques is known for discussing not just specs but also legacy, and this is where the Maruti 800 truly shines. This car wasn't just a vehicle, it was a revolution. It was India's first affordable, mass-market car. For many families, Owning a Maruti 800 was a dream come true. It made car ownership possible for the middle class, something that was previously considered a luxury. It also played a huge role in shaping the Indian auto industry. Marques might compare it to how the first iPhone changed the smartphone industry. The Maruti 800 was the beginning of a new era for Indian roads. Even today, you can still find these cars running strong. Why? Because of their bulletproof reliability. Parts are cheap, maintenance is simple, and the engine just keeps going. Marques would definitely give a nod to its endurance and how it remains a cult favorite among enthusiasts. Alright, so here's where Marques might have some fun talking about how people modify the Maruti 800 today. In 2025, with EV conversions becoming more popular, some owners have swapped the tiny petrol engine for an electric motor. Imagine an EV Maruti 800, same classic design but running silently on electricity. Marques would probably love that idea. Others have done crazy engine swaps, suspension upgrades, and even turbocharged mods. While it might not be a Tesla Plaid, a modified 800 can still turn heads. And let's not forget nostalgia. Just like some people still love flip phones or vinyl records, the Maruti 800 has a retro charm that refuses to fade. Marques would likely appreciate that in the same way he appreciates classic tech that still holds value. So, what would Marques Brownlee say about the Maruti 800 in 2025? He'd probably call it simple, efficient, and legendary. It's not about cutting-edge tech, speed, or luxury. It's about reliability, affordability, and history. This car changed India's automotive landscape and still holds a special place in millions of hearts. And that's why the Maruti 800 is not just a car, it's an icon. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Auto Car Service for more awesome car content. What do you think of the Maruti 800? Would you drive one in 2025? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.